Hello everyone, Luxans here, your coach of the Avantheim Flügel, and today I am here with my week 1 for the BBL. We are facing Blue. Blue is a very nice guy, please check him out in the description below. And he has a very scary team, which consists of these 6 beautiful Pokemon that you see here. And a few others actually. I don't have the doc ready right now. I will grab that, however, so I can tell you exactly what his team is, as long as he didn't make any FAs, actually. I don't think he did, though. Anyhow, these were the main threats that I was worried about anyway, so yeah. Where is his team? Cincinnati Redheads. It doesn't want to load, it seems. Anyhow, he has Lunala, a Mega Mawile, a Zeraora, a Slowbro, a Keldeo, and a Mandibuzz. I wrote my Dawnwings, my Dialga, my Megalob, Orlando Teaserroot, and loaded, sick, and my Weezing. His other mons consist of a Weezing Galar, Gligar, Cinccino, and I think he had something else. Quilladin, it says here, but did he do trades? I'm not sure. He did not do any trades, at least not that I can see here. Yeah, no. Okay, so that's his team. I brought these 6, Avizarude, Helmet Weezing with Neutralizing Gas, Scarflando with Rocks, just Megalob, because Megalob does Megalob things, Tropical Dialga, and Colbur setup, Necrozma. So, let's get right into this game, shall we? Fuck. I didn't actually want this to be on hyperspeed. Let's go back to normal. He sends out Keldeo. I send out my Landorus, as you can see here. Now, I am Scarfed, and in this matchup, I really didn't like Scarf Keldeo. So I decided, yeah, fuck that, I'm going to U-turn on this thing. And even then, Lando isn't the most important one on my team. Sure, it can knock Lunala, EQ, Mawile, and Zeraora. But Mawile, if Lando's too low, it can't EQ Mawile anymore. Zera can potentially knock me anyway if I switch in. Mandibuzz can knock me, etc. Lando was probably my most disposable Pokemon at this point, and I just kind of wanted to lead it for rocks. However, he led Keldeo, so that was not an option. I U-turn. I got into Dialga because I thought my Lando's out, he's not going to click a fighting move. My switching looks to be something like Necrozma, or maybe a weird specially defensive Weezing or something like that. If I think that he's not Specs or anything. So I went Dialga, thinking, oh, he's probably going to click Hydro Pump or something like that. And he clicks Toxic, which is the best case scenario for me. So I click Thunderbolt, just clicking what's in front of me, and he goes out into his Mandibuzz, which is very nice for me, honestly. That's a free 60% on the Mandibuzz. So now that he knows that I have the Thunderbolt, I figured he could switch into anything else, really. But likely, since I clicked Thunderbolt, Zeraora could come out here. And I think he predicted me to go for a Dragon-type move as a middle ground to counter Zeraora. So he went into Mawile. However, I clicked the Ice Beam because I don't actually have a Dragon move, which was my middle ground, but it also hit Mawile. I do a nice 33%, and then I just kind of click Earth Power here, since caught Zeraora, he wouldn't want to go back into Mandibuzz, because then he's in the same situation, except his Mawile is lower. I didn't want to click Thunderbolt still, because Zera. And yeah, that was kind of it. So I go for Earth Power, does a nice 45% to the Keldeo. And here I think, okay, he sees this, and he thinks, I'm a Keldeo, he's not going to stay in. I'm just going to click Fighting Move because that's free. However, I'm Chompel, and I take 44% from that, and then I Thunderbolt and kill the Keldeo. Now, he goes out into Zeraora, and I'm scared of close combat slash low kick at this point, so I go out into my Landorus, and he does reveal that he is low kick here, and goes for that. So, right here, my play is always to U-turn. There's no reason for me to EQ here. He can just freely go into Mana Buzz at that point. So, I do exactly as such, and I click U-turn. He reveals to be Helmet Bro, and I go back to Dialga. And now Dialga just kind of clicks a button on something. I click Toxic here, seeing as he wasn't gonna go into Maw, he wasn't gonna go into Mana Buzz, because those would just die to Dialga at that point. Thunderbolt seems the most obvious on Slowbro, so I decide to Toxic here in case he wants to go Lunala or Zeraora, and he does go Zeraora. So get the Toxic. That's not how you say Toxic. I get the Toxic off here. And seeing as he went for low kick last time, I figured he wouldn't want to make that play again. And he would probably try to catch my Lando switch. So, I stay with Dialga. He tries to catch the Lando switch. So I go for Earth Power, and that reveals that he's Shuka, which now my Lando actually kills this thing. It didn't before with Shuka, but I didn't know that, obviously, so Earth Power is very nice here. I go into Lando now, seeing as I stayed in with Dialga for a turn, he'd probably want to, kill the threat that's in front of him. And he did try and do that and click the low kick. Now, seeing as U-turn kills there, I just go for U-turn. I'm fairly sure. Just get a bit of chip onto the Slowbro. Go out into my Necrozma and click a Rock Polish. Then I just kill the Mana Buzz, because fuck you. And herefor I make a misplay, actually. I switch out here. However, there's something very essential that I forgot about, and that is that Moonguy's Beam ignores abilities. So, essentially Shadow Shield did not exist here. And I just switched out my Dawn Wings, and I kind of feel really stupid. Because I could just click the Moonguy's Beam, ignored his ability, killed him, and then just swept the rest of his team, but I switch out here and essentially just give up a 6-0. But I go out into my Zarude, which is just a free play at this point. I think I just Darkest Lariat. There was no reason for me really not to, and I just go for U-turn here, since I'll always be faster than Mawile. And I go into my dedicated Mawile Wheezing with Neutralizing Gas, because that takes like 2 Psychic Fangs. Then I go for Willow. He doesn't want, just so he doesn't go into like Lunala and heal up or anything. And then he goes out to Lunala, and right here, I decide to just attack with my Dialga. Yes, it always comes in on Slowbro, but if he sets up as I go into Zarude, right? And then he takes 1 hit, and I can die to like a crit Moonblast, which I really didn't want. Like, Moonblast was going to blow my Zarude back if he wasn't like Specs. That's gonna do like 40-something%. And at that point, I get 1 more switch in. Especially since I already have some damage on Zarude, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so at that point, my Zarude is not a switch in anymore if he's like Specs Lunala or anything like that. So I decided to just stay in, click the button, make sure that he doesn't get a free turn. And I just Toxic there because of that. I go for Dark Lariat, and here I see that Power Whip kills. I just miss Power Whip though because my Zarude is fucking blind. And I switch out Heart into Lopunny, thinking, okay, against these Mons that are left, Lopunny is kind of the most useless. I don't have Rocks up yet, so my tech to kill Slowbro doesn't work yet. Lunala's still at full. Mawile, like, I can't touch 2 on Zero or just outspeeds me and probably just kills me. So, at that point, I just decide, hey, let's U-turn out into my Necrozma. And he teleports into Lunala. Fair enough. Seeing that there's a massive threat in Dawn Wings in front of him, I decide he's not gonna click like Moonblast or Ice Beam or anything that's super effective against Zarude. I was right in that regard. He goes for Moonguy's Beam. And I immediately double back out into Dawn Wings, seeing as I didn't want to take any Rocky Helmet chip with my Zarude, and seeing as is Lunala likely did not want to take a Darkest Lariat, I did not see him staying in whatsoever. So I just double out into Dawnwings here, as he now goes into Zeraora. I decide, well, Weezing's kind of expendable at this point, and regardless of that, Zera's not doing shit to Weezing, so he goes for Knock, doesn't do much to Weezing, and I think I just switched to Lando here. So at this point, I see my Wincon, it's setting up rocks and it's setting up with Dawnwings. So that's exactly what I do. I set up rocks, he kills me, I get my free switch to Dawnwings, and I set up a rock polish, and then I win. That's the game. GG's to Blue, of course. I feel like this was a very tough match for him to prep for, seeing as Dialga and Dawnwings kind of just slap everything on his team around, which obviously is not too much fun. But still, very good game. Like, I think, like, Zarude was low, Dawnwings was low, Lop was kind of low, and Weezing was getting kind of low as well. Granted, I did make a few misplays in my opinion, but still, he capitalized on those well. So, GG's to Blue, as I said, like 4 times now. And check him out in the description below. Week 2 against MattOshea. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Hello everyone, Luxans here, your coach of the Avantime Flügel. And today we are here for Week 2, the BBL. It's probably going to go into like the same video as Week 1, maybe Week 3, because I've been slacking a bit. I've been really busy. However, here's Week 2. We're facing MattOshea. I was very salty during, after, and before the battle because I had built my team. Then he made transactions, so I had to rebuild my team. And that happened, and I was salty afterwards because of reasons. Anyhow, this is the matchup. I brought Beep Beep. I brought Regice. Let's just wait. I think I put this shit on way too fast. I did. So let's just look at what happened. So first of all, I lead Beep Beep because web, and he goes for Knock with the Rillaboom. I'm like, ah shit. Well, anyway, I got my webs up, which is nice because look at his defogger. It doesn't exist. So he switches out. I do the same. I go into my Lopunny, and I think I just U-turn here. I'm not entirely sure. I go for the close combat. I just raw, you know. He goes for the foul play. I guess expecting me to like switch into my Dawnwings, but it's Porygon 2 gone, you know, casually, just like that, easy peasy. He goes into a Veltal, and this is kind of a problem because it's an Veltal. I got into my Regice, and that's my Waltail Veltal. And then he gets to go into Volcarona. But lo and behold, Volcarona does not do shit to my Regice. So I click Rock Slide, and it's a 2-hit KO, right? Look at his fucking damage. It only does 70%. I'm an Ice type, and this thing is a +1. I love this. He is dead. His Veltal comes out, and I'm like, ah, shit. Well, go Dialga. And here I make a misplay. I will say that right now. He goes for the foul play. He gets a crit, by the way, which... fuck. But, I go for Fire Blast, thinking, he's not gonna stay in. He stayed in. I should just click Power Gem, like I'm a fucking idiot. Anyhow, I should have clicked Power Gem there. I probably would have won if I clicked Power Gem there. Because, this Veltal kind of just can click a button against my entire team. I do get a burn with Fire Blast, which is very good for me. So, he goes for Oblivion Wing. There's a shitload to my Regice. And I have to go on to Beep Beep. Now he gets a bit of chip. I think I just Volt Switch here. Thinking, oh, I need the chip. A Skitter Smack. Oh yeah, to lower the special attack. Anyhow, he U-turns. I think I Volt Switch. I'm fairly sure I do, at least. Yes, I do. and I go out into Volcanion, because Volcanion kills this thing every single time, right? Dead. So, Melmetal does nothing this game, thank God. He goes down to Medi, and I go into my Dawnwings, because Dawnwings kind of just sits in on Medi. He gets a crit, frick, but I get a shitload of HP back. He goes for Toxic, and I just go for Moonguy's Beam here. And I don't really have any moves to touch this Yveltal because I have Toxic and Moonguy's Beam. And I can't Toxic him because he's burned. And I Moonguy's Beam here, and it does about as much as Oblivion Wing heals. So I just keep clicking Moonguy's Beam until I die, essentially. And he will only get a very little bit back due to me being at 7%. And then he loses a bit of HP because burn. Yeah. So I just click a button here. There, yeah. And then this thing dies. I take a lot of damage. And if I had clicked Power Gem, this thing would have been in range of like something. I should have also gone Lop there, to be fair. CC into Last Resort would have been way better. Or just clicking CC actually would have been the play, but I did not. And yeah, that's how we lose this week. So that's unfortunate. I definitely should have clicked Power Gem. There was no reason for me not to click Power Gem. I had webs up and everything. And I still didn't click it. I'm stupid, alright? Anyhow, GG's to Matt. He played well. I made a very big misplay. And I lost the battle because of it. This was week 2. I'll see you guys later with week 3. Possibly week 4 because that also already happened. Peace out. Hello everyone, Luxans here, your coach of the Avantime Flügel, and today I'm here for my week 3 of the BBL, and we are facing DyeItTight, also known as Jay. His Ubers are Megaments and Genesect, and I'm very scared because they are Megaments and Genesect. Anyhow, you can see his team. This is my team, and I'll just say what went through the battle. I need to put this at normal speed. Anyhow, I lead off with my Landorus just because, hey, I need rocks up, I'm fairly sure, was my thought process. So, he goes for Knock. That's my Assault Vest. Oh no, wait, I had Assault Vest because Hyper Voice Ments, that's why. So, he goes for Knock. I just go out into my Megalopony because he's probably locked into Knock. I go for U-turn. Go out into my Volcanion because that's my Tapu Fini answer. I just Sludge Wave because that does a shitload of damage. He goes for Nature's Madness, which is fine by me. I'm going to get a lot of damage off of the Sludge Wave, obviously. And that's a nice bit of chip on the Ments for me. I just go into my Ments answer. And Body Slam does absolutely fucking nothing. I get paralyzed though. And he goes for DD. And I go for U-turn. And I'm like, ah, shit. Well, I go into Florges. And I think I just Moonblast here because like, why wouldn't I? Like, there's fucking +1 speed Ments on my side, on his side of the field. He goes for Iron Head here with Genesect. And I just go into Dialga, thinking there's no real reason. I resist U-turn, I resist Iron Head, right? I don't think he is going to, like, have something that's really going to damage me, because he needs some move for Dawn Wings and stuff like that. Just go for Flash Cannon, go for Flamethrower afterwards to make sure I killed the Decidueye always. I go into Landorus as he gets out his Incineroar, and he DDs with Ments. I just U-turn because I can't, like, deal with him at -1 attack. I just click Moonblast again on the Genesect, like, there's no reason for me not to. And I go back into Dialga because I predict him to U-turn. He does go for the Iron Head first, though. I'm fairly sure I just click Flamethrower and kill the Decidueye as it comes in. That's not what happens. I click Trick Room. That makes more sense. So I go out in my Paralyzed Landorus because that's slow as shit, and resist whatever it is me and Shao want to go for. Wants to go for. So we do that. He goes down to Salamence. I think I go for the Stone Edge here. We just about do not do enough to kill. So I do that again, and unfortunately, fuck. He goes for Body Slam. I think I go for U-turn, and I go into my Lopunny. Yep. I click triple axle here. Or I click U-turn. I don't remember. I click triple axle. So we deal a bit of damage to this Tapu Fini, which is nice. And we just U-turn afterwards. Kind of a free play. Go out into my Wish Mon. And just kind of click the Wish move. I think go out into my Volcanios. My Volcanios chipped a bit. Yeah. Get all the health back on that Mon. And I think I just go for a Sludge Wave here. Which is very nice. We get a Poison, which is alright, in all fairness. But I just go out into my Lando. Thinking there's no way that he is going to click DD here. Knowing that Lando will come out. And I just got into my Lopunny afterwards. Go for the Fake Out, since it does a little bit more damage to Fini. And I can just U-turn out again. I got into my Florges, he goes for the Moonblast. And I'm fairly sure I just click Wish here. I think. No, I just got hard Volcanion. And I can just click buttons against whatever comes out. So he sends out Incineroar. I'm always faster than Incineroar, so I can just get a kill here. At this point, I just click on what's in front of me. So I got into my Lopunny because I didn't see him going for a Body Slam at all. And I go for the U-turn here. Go out into my Dawn Wings. And I think I just click the Moongeist Beam here. I don't know, I click Autotomize and then I click Moongeist Beam. Yeah. Moongeist Beam, he lives on Sash. I lived the knockoff. I had Cassibberry for something. I don't remember what, in all honesty. But I had that. Fearing Shadow Sneak, I switch out. He goes for Leaf Blade. Good play, to be fair. I just killed Decidueye here. He goes into Mence. I go out into Florges. He kills Florges, I'm fairly sure. And now he's in range of U-turn from Megalob, so I just got into Megalob and click U-turn. Killed this. Go out into Volcanion, because Volcanion kills everything at this point, unless he's like Thunderbolt with, what's it called? With, Special or something. Oh yeah, I misclick here. I meant to go for Slugger Wave, but at that range, like, no Invest Thunderbolt would not kill me, because I would look on. He goes for Shadow Claw, it doesn't kill, and I kill him. So, GG's to die, we win this game 4-0. And that was our week 3 for the BBL, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Hello everyone, LuxDance here, your coach of the DyeItTight and today I'm here for my week 4 of the BBL facing Burigo. And Burigo, as his Ubers, I'm pretty sure he has Xerneas, and I think that Megazam is an Uber, because that's Nasty Plot, which would make sense in all fairness. But anyhow, this is his team that he brought. I'm sorry for not going over like the entire draft and stuff like that in the past few games. I'm probably putting them all in the same video anyway. Simply because I have been very busy, and I just want to get back on track for BBL right now. So, we brought these mons, and let's just see what I think I put this at hyper fast too, and I'm stupid as hell. Alright, let's see what happened. Whoa. So, I lead off with my Landorus, because I always lead off with my Landorus, apparently. And I just go for the U-turn here. No, I don't go for I don't think I even had a U-turn on this set. I go for the Knock, exactly. Because Knock was just safe play. I had Smackdown, Earthquake for the Skarmory. I thought it was a cool set, so... Yeah, it was Earthquake, Smackdown, Knockoff, Toxic, that was it. So, AQ, kind of free. He doesn't have a switch in after a Smackdown Skarmory. And then I got into my Dialga on his Recover. I figured he would recover, and then I decided, well, Substitute is very free right now. And I just kind of click a button on whatever comes in. So his Megazam comes in, and he clicks Focus Blast, he misses. And I deal 60%. Which is unfortunate for him. Hits the next one. It is dead. There we go. I got into my Weezing, which is my Infernape answer, and he goes for low kick and does absolutely nothing. So I just go for a T-Spike here. thinking, hey, he will likely just... I want to force him into Scarm so I can try and get my Dialga in, click Thunderbolt, you know, that kind of shenanigan. I click Thunderbolt, he's sturdy. He goes for Body Press, gets a bit of damage on me, which is fine by me. I have my leftovers, and I just go for Ice Beam in case he wants to go Garchomp on the Thunderbolt. He goes out back into his Infernape. He goes for U-turn, and I think he goes out into Garchomp here. So I go out into my Garchomp answer, which is Lando, and I just click Earthquake here. I'm fairly sure on his SD after he subs. It's fine by me. I go for knockoff here, not wanting to risk him being like Salic or anything like that, and he turns out to be Lum. So he goes for a sub again, predicting me to potentially make a misplay or like switch out or something like that. And I just click the Earthquake button, just out of safety, but he dies to my Rocky Helmet plus... yeah, just to my Rocky Helmet. He goes for Moonblast here, and I go on to Dialga, because Dialga can kind of just click Flash Cannon on this thing. No issue, except he has the Berry, and clicks Calm Mind, so... yeah, he has to kill me here, however, because he will be way too low to take any more hits. I can take one Moonblast with this thing, and then I can Dragon Dance. So, Physical Photon Geyser is coming out here, going to do a lot of damage to this thing, bring down into range for my Lopunny, and I'm fairly sure I just click Drain Punch, which is going to do a lot of damage. I Toxic here because getting the Milotic on a timer would be very nice. I honestly prioritize that over like me getting burned or anything like that, because for the Infernape I always have my Weezing still, which is going to just take a shitload of damage if he wants to click Flare Blitz to kill my Florges or anything like that. So I got into Lob here, stall for Toxic turn. As he goes for the recover. Sorry, I had something on my lip. I go for the Drain Punch here, just getting some health back. And now I U-turn here. Into my Florges, obviously. And he's kind of in a lose-lose position here, because if he goes out into my Milotic, he will likely just die to Florges eventually. And if he stays in with Zern, he dies to Moonblast as well. So I've essentially got this game in the bag now, unless I switch to, like, even if I switch to Lob, he would have to, like, Call Mine to somehow get his Eternius, like, have a crit or something. Which is not going to happen, obviously. So, we just kind of have this back and forth for a bit, where he recovers and I wishes, and eventually we just kind of decide, yeah, this is unwinnable for you. Like, especially after that attack drop. This was fairly unwinnable for him. So, GG to Burigo. He said in chat here as well. And that was my week 4, really. Like, that was about it. And then next week we face Neumann, who has a very scary team. I don't like my matchup that much, because he has like Kieran Black with DD and Mega Blaziken, so you know, that's fun to prep for. Not so yeah, I have to try and prep for that. Anyhow, this was week 4, as I said. GG's to Burigo, and peace out.